And that's all from children's programmes on BBC One for today. Over on BBC Two in a minute, Chapter 4 of SOS Coast Guard.
Now, into this link I can tee a long cable. Where it's relatively long, a signal takes 5 microseconds to travel from one end to the other. When it gets to the far end, there's an open circuit, so the signal is reflected. It comes back to where it started with a 10 microsecond delay. So we can introduce a second signal with a 10 microsecond delay. The picture I've chosen to display is a test card. It's a convenient signal to show the effect, and what I will do is to connect the cable in to the path, and now I'll take it out again, and I'll connect it in again, and I hope you can see what's happening. The effect of reflection is what's known as ghosts. We get pictures reproduced but displaced, and fainter of course because the signal's attenuated on the secondary path, the path which is delayed by 10 microseconds. If you look at the circle at the center, as I connect the cable in, you should see a ghost picture of it, for instance. Well, that is the result of introducing an extra path, and I've used a test card to show that effect. Before, I used all sorts of convenient test signals, each signal selected to show up the effect I was interested in. But it'd be rather inconvenient to have to use different test signals each time one wanted to test for different defects. The test card is indeed very convenient to show all these effects and many others besides. And Glyn will show you how the test card can be used for some defects.
The most frequently used test signal is the familiar test card picture, and different areas of this picture are used to test for different system defects.
For instance, this region to the right of the circle is used to check the high frequency response. It contains several rectangles with vertical lines. In the rectangle at the bottom, the lines are closely spaced, and at the top they're more widely spaced. So the lines at the bottom correspond to higher frequency components than the lines at the top. Any loss in high frequency components will mean the lines in the bottom rectangles will not be visible. Another part of the test card is used to check for the low frequency response of the system. It's this area above the circle. It's called the letterbox. Inadequate low frequency response in a system will cause streaking of the black area into the white. The area to the left of the circle is used to check for nonlinear effects on the video signal. This area consists of a grayscale made up of rectangles, and any nonlinearity shows up as a loss of contrast between these rectangles. The test card can be used to set the picture size on the screen, using the reference markers at the top and bottom, and on either side. Once the picture size is set up, scan linearity can be checked for, because any departure from linear scanning will cause the rectangles to be distorted. Reflections in the signal will cause a ghosting of the picture, and uniformity of focusing of the picture can be checked over the entire screen.
Now that I've explained how the test card can be used to test for system defects, you may like to use it to test your own television receiver.